Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Systematic with Dominic. That's right. And today is Turn It Around Thursday. That's right. The day that we make it our goal, make it our mission, make it our desire to turn our life around for that 180-degree turn. And then what do? We go full speed ahead. But how are we going to do that here today on Turn It Around Thursday with Systematic with Dominic? Well, how are we going to do that? We're going to do that by putting ourselves in check. But what are we going to put ourselves in check about? What we're going to put ourselves in check about is how we react. How we react to stress. You see, many in these times, they're stressed. They're stressed that they may not have a job. They're stressed that they may not have food to put on their table. They're stressed that their children may not be going on to the next grade because of what we all had to experience this last school year. They're stressed that when they go to work, they don't know if they're still going to have a job. They're stressed about how their bills are going to be paid. Their rent is going to be paid. They're stressed just about life in general. But what makes stress so beautiful? That's right, you heard me. What makes stress so beautiful? It's a gift. It's your outlook, your perception on how you look at stress. Many people, the majority of people, look at stress as something to be looked down upon. They look at stress as something that they don't want. They don't want to be bothered with it. The road to stress that has stress on it, they see that sign that says stress lane and they make that U-turn to avoid it. Why? Let me tell you something. In life, there is always going to be some type of stress. In life, whether you're rich, middle class, or poor, you're always going to have some type of stress. But as I stated, it's how you react to it. Stress, when you look at the deep meaning of it, when you look at what it does, it builds you. It forms you. It creates a new you. You don't believe me? Well, let's look at ever since we were kids, all the way up until where we are now. In school, we were under stress. Our mind was under stress. We were learning things that at the time stressed us out. It challenged our mind. But what did we do? We didn't give up. We didn't quit. We kept pushing forward. And we challenged our mind. We accepted the challenge. That no matter how stressful a topic was, how stressful a lesson was, we challenged and accepted it, the challenge, to learn that lesson. And we moved on to the next one, the next lesson that stressed us out. When you became an adult, whether you went to college or you went straight into the workforce, you were stressed. You didn't know how is this transition from being under my family's wing, now I'm on my own. How is this going to go? How am I going to afford taking care of myself? But guess what? You took the challenge of stress and you pushed through it. I could keep on going and going and going. But all through life, there has always been some type of stress. And now in your life now, you may have stress of addiction. You may have stress at your workplace. You may have stress at your home. You may have stress in all aspects of life. But how are you accepting it? How are you dealing with it? Welcome the stress. Embrace the stress. Challenge stress to challenge you. Why? Because at the end of that stress, when you push through that stress, when you leap over the hurdles of stress, when you accept the challenge of stress and defeat it, guess what's at the end of the tunnel of stress? It's success. You succeeded. You learned something new. You became something new. You learned how to move different. So instead of whining about how stressed you are, instead of saying this stress is causing a mess in my life, why don't you say this stress will bring me to my success? Because if you embrace it, if you welcome it, if you take the challenge of the stress, it will bring you to your success. So if you're stressed, if you're feeling like your life is a mess, great, welcome it, love it. Because if you react to it correctly, you will flourish into a bigger, more beautiful, more brighter success. So right here on Systematic with Dominic on Turn It Around Thursday, how are we going to turn our life around for that 180-degree turn? We are going to welcome stress. We're going to embrace the stress, learn from the stress, push through the success to get to your success. Have a beautiful, blessed, prosperous Turn It Around Thursday. Hit those comments, hit that subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on Fulfillment Friday. Peace.